A few days ago, I had a conversation with my roommate regarding the cleanliness of our shared living space. This issue occurs because I felt that I had been handling the cleaning responsibilities on my own, but I want us both to take responsibility for keeping the living room clean. The, fee- the key figure in this conflict were my roommate and me. I want her to share the cleaning duties of the living room, but she seemed indifferently, leading to tension between us. I wanted to address the issue because I felt it was unfair for one person to take on all the cleaning tasks. So I also wanted a more cooperative living environment. My roommate, on the other hand, hadn't been practicing in the cleaning and seemed to be avoiding to taking the responsibility for it.
On one hand, my perspective was that of collectivism, seeing cleaning as a shared responsibility. On the other hand, my roommates appeared to be more focused on personal independence and did not actively engage in the shared responsibility of cleaning. This situation reflects a conflict between collectivism, my belief in shared responsibility, and individualism, my roommates' technical to avoid contributing to collective tasks. This ideological difference led to the conflict about living room cleaning. The conversation marked an important moment because it was the first time I brought up a particular issue like cleaning, which hadn't been a problem when we lived together previously. However, after discussing it, my roommates caused silence, which made me feel uncertain about how to process.
My attempt to address the issue led to my roommate's silence, which triggered my fight or flight response. I felt unsure whether I had communicated it well, and the tension between us started to escalate. Although I had hoped to keep it calm, the silence made me anxious and led to a further breakdown in communication. I understand that my roommate might be struggling with emotional trauma, so I tried to approach the issue gently. But her silence made me feel that she wasn't acknowledging the problem, and this created a sense of frustration and disconnect. My roommate's silence likely stemmed from her tendency to avoid conflict, but it also reflected her emotional state. While I wanted to focus on the shared responsibility of cleaning, her emotional response caused us to become further disconnected. This lack of emotional regulation on both sides led to a frustrating stalemate.
The conversation ended with her silence, which left me feeling distressed, and I decided to stop the conversation, unsure how to proceed, and left the topic unresolved for the moment. My roommate's silence indicated that she may have felt overwhelmed by the topic, possibly even perceiving my approach as confrontational. Her emotional reaction might have been a defensive response, feeling attacked or pressured. Neither my roommate nor I managed our emotional well during the conversation. If we had both been more aware of each other's emotional states and communicate more openly, the discussion might have gone more smoothly.
Realizing the conversation was going nowhere, I decided to stop talking about the issue, which was a way to de escalate the situation. This moment of stopping was important to prevent further emotional damage. After the conversation, I took time to reflect on my feeling and decided to talk my friend again. Some perspective how to handle and the situation better. Share my feeling with her helped me to manage my emotional. This is the good experience of emotional regulation. I took the time to decide from the emotional pressure of the conversation and sought support from my friends. This will allow me regret complete and prevent feel very emotional.
In this situation, winning the argument about cleaning wasn't important. What mattered was finding a way to understand each other's perspective and communicate effectively. Additionally, I gave up the conversation and we have created a tracking sheet to record our contributions to clean the living room. This allowed her to passively observe my effort and encourage her to self-regulate and make changes based on what she sees. Our common goal is to maintain a comfortable living environment, and we should value each other's opinion in the process. The tracking sheet can help us keep track of contributions in non-confrontational way, allowing us to evaluate our shared responsibilities objectively and maintain harmony in our living space.
Ideally, we could reach a compromise where we both contribute to the cleaning of the living room in a way that feels fair to both sides. This solution would relieve the tension and allow us to maintain a harmonious living situation. Through this experience, I learned how important it is to manage my emotions and communicate effectively when dealing with conflicts. Also realized the importance of considering other people's emotion statements and how to address sensitive issues in a way that fosters understanding and cooperation.